Okay, so today I'll be like just trying to connect all the Limbus Company abnormalities to the Lobotomy Corporation ones, since even though WonderLab has been decanonized, like the concept of aberration is definitely real. So it's like a lot of the abnormalities are so similar in every single way that they literally have to be aberrations. For example, Ebony Queen's apple is pretty obviously Snow White's apple, and the design of having the apple be the face, the fact that they're both based around apples, and they're just general idea. The general ideas. The way to have a basic explanation, and of course, we're still being based off Snow White and such, being both based off Snow White, and the fact that it's using Gregor's canto about making choices and such. Well, the white apple. What does the white apple do again? Develop 50 patron. Alright, yeah, it's the apple growing to hate its creator. Well, the Ebony Queen's apple. Well, the Ebony Queen's apple grew just like Gregor to hate its creator, just like Gregor did to Herman. But, man, we have to start off on the hardest ones. My form empties. Who the hell is this? Seriously, what would this guy even be? Man, these abs are impossible to get rid of. They just straight up 100 or so abnormalities. So let's do it the hard way and go through one by one. No, definitely not that. No, nope. Probably not this. Nope. Let's see. Three. What could it even be? I was thinking about making this video before, but I seriously have no idea what the hell this guy could even be. My form of empty is based on the Buddhist ideas of karma, with its weapon being a circle on a stick, and the ego war signs being stuff about their sins coming back to haunt them, and of course the fact that it draws a giant freaking circle with its big attack, and by the fact that it attacks its own allies after a certain while. But literally, who could it be? Like the monk? Like Clouded Monk? Let me see. Are they? Wait, yeah, it is probably Clouded Monk. Bro, get rid of that. This is probably actually. Yeah, it is probably Clouded Monk Aberration. No, it has a stick with a circle on it. Both of them are based around Buddhist ideas. Well, Clouded Monk was someone who forsake their belief in order to just attempt to find their own sense of virtue and such. And their greed to start stealing. I'm pretty sure they stole something from the cemetery, from a burial of other monks. While my form empty chooses the right to punish those for their sins and have karma come back to haunt them. Honestly, I didn't actually expect myself to be able to find this one. Deep to the calendar, because this one's even worse. Seriously, who could this guy be? Seriously, who? Yeah, it also turns blue after a while, which is kind of weird. And being based around, Doom to the calendar, is the day shall come. The day shall come, being based around the Mayan calendar, specifically the Apocalypse calendar that many people misinterpreted it as. And of course, also sharing some themes of, sacrifice. So basically being based around a stereotypical, more primitive and tribal nature. So, who the hell could... Bro, get over here. No, not this one. Hey, seriously, who the hell could... Wait, no, this is not... Now, where did this go? I'm pretty sure it's down here. Yeah, here. Yeah, so... Always with that. I'll see who. Yeah. Definitely. Wait, is it White Knight? They're both based around religion, and no, definitely not. Seriously. Yeah, do you have any good ideas for this? I literally do not. Who could this literally, who could this be? I'll just say, yeah, I'm stumped here. Who the hell is the Doom to the calendar abnormality of aberration of? Or it might just be a completely original abnormality for only the Limbus Company, and it just didn't happen to be at Lobotomy Corporation headquarters due to shipping reasons, I guess. Yeah, Golden Apple. I'd just like to say also Snow White's apple, since they're also both apples. But Golden Apple, that's more of a religious theme. It had, something perfect on the outside, but rotten in full maggots on the inside. So, Wait. This one, yeah. Yeah, both of these have a lot of maggots and stuff, but are they that similar? Also being based around the affection, while Golden Apple has special ego gifts that give out maggots and stuff. Maybe, being infested and just torn apart. I feel like it's not that, right? For always was that. So, nameless fetus? No, definitely not. But yeah, this is the apple eats people, and the nameless fetus also does, but probably not. Seriously, who could this guy be? I'll say Arion is kind of a weird abnormality. I know it exists, but it's like one that I really cannot remember anything from. So seriously, Little Prince. Little Prince is about seeking friendship and such. Oh, Letitia. Yeah, Latina. Like giving that. Like you to give a gift. And you to give a gift, and the gift is something that's actually horrid and disgusting. Like how the apple is meant to, give wisdom, but it's actually full of maggots. I'm pretty sure Letitia also has spiders in that. Is it? To be honest, I don't really have any better ideas. I'm just gonna put it as Letitia, but I'm pretty sure you guys have better ideas in the comments. If you have any, just tell me about it. Have you become strong? Is it probably we can change anything? They talk this thing. Where we could change anything. Yeah, we could change anything, like both being placed around the factories, both being used to do people. So, since have you become strong isn't the robot guy, it's the factory that turns people into these robot guys, and we can change anything, also turns people, but turns people to dead. Wait, where's the dog? Yeah, it's also talking the same way like this. The child in troublemaker. Is it this? Is it that? Well, have you become it's like the event counter or have you become strong also talks like this. By having a fairly comical ad read like voice, I'm assuming. And of course, the names are similar. Yeah, alleyway watchdog. One hard one to another. Wait, what was that alleyway watchdog about? And what was it, appeared there for the shows, to one telephone, to a convention, no, they're getting shit. Yeah. Yeah, you saw usually says stuff about, the message of the abnormalities, but wait, drive the remedy that's the cumulative dictated amount, giving an impression that it's a will of the sky followed. I don't offer self. Oh, and offer self mold to be pursued as such strings. The creature was like living matter collected lighting into but yeah, being used for I'm pretty sure it's about being used for something, being tool of such. So literally, who would this be? I feel like someone would say that's based around electricity. Bro, I cannot think of all these off the top of my head. But they get it off. Wait, some people can't in fact name all abnormalities. It's kind of a shame I'm not them. Like if I was like something, that'll make this way easier. So guess we're gonna just have to scroll through it. Big it will be bad wolf. No, like they're both dogs, but that's it. Being used for something, a tool for such, and of course it usually shares similar naming schemes and such. Wait, are the codes? No, 210, no, the codes aren't similar either. Boy, no. Yeah, I'm also stumped here. Who the hell is Alleyway Watchdog and Aberration of? Or maybe it's a Limbus Company original, I don't know. Yeah, pink shoes is obviously red shoes. Yeah, pink shoes is obviously Aberration of red shoes. Pink shoes uses more of the force of lust, desire, urges, and feelings to compel you towards such. Well, red shoes are rather like attempting to urge you towards violence and hatred. Both, footwear that urge you to do funny things that are generally not socially acceptable. Yeah, I'll say, like, I've been thinking about making this video for a long time, and the hardest one I thought was Baba Yaga, but it's pretty obviously Baba Yaga is the Snow Queen. The deal, Baba Yaga is a witch, is a witch, a queen, and such. Snow Queen freezes people, and you have to duel them in order to free them. Baba Yaga, like in like the encounter, you see Baba Yaga freezes a lot of people, and you have to duel to escape. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about Kanto 2 a lot, and Rodion wished to save everyone. Rodion wanted to save everyone for the court. That's why she murdered the old woman for the money. But it turns out, she couldn't change anything. So all the people got killed by the middle. And, they got killed, so she wasn't able to save them. And since they weren't able to be saved, they were frozen under Baba Yaga. And this also brings an additional idea that Dania was willing to duel Baba Yaga. Like at the end of the Kanto, he had the Euro Divide to fight the Baba Yaga, showing that Dania's ideas. Wait, no, Sonia, not Dania. Dania is Rodion's sister in the book. So, showing that Sonia's ideas and beliefs and the beliefs of Euro Divide were able to actually free the common people. They were actually able to give warmth to everyone that were stuck in the cold. So that's why they're quite similar in many aspects. Drifting Fox being based around the idea of a sun shower, having love that cannot be expressed, and love that only harms its end. Teddy Bear, the happy Teddy Bear, honestly not exactly happy Teddy Bear. Happy Teddy Bear like actually actually shows love in some way, but it is more is flawed since it demands too much of such love. Who the hell could this be? Wolf, definitely not. Wolf is, a fairy tale idea of evil. Like seriously, who could this guy be? Not here, definitely not. No, the deal was being observed. Probably not the items. Definitely not a fraction, skin product. No, not exactly. No. Man, I'm stumped again. What made me opponent? That no. Like they're both dog. Foxes are even dogs. I just remember that. Yeah, so I failed on 2 of the dog ones. 2 of the dog-like ones. Shock Centipede. I'll have to see this one's even harder to get. the hell even is this guy? Wait, I completely... Yeah, does this guy even have like a message? I mean, yeah, that is Glinton, actually for Sparks. Not this, sexual execution, some steel armor, it's gliding also, yeah, bleeding, huh. Yeah, one clear wheel, one to handle smashing, it could coil up. No, not this. When this period tends to be stay active or locked and hard start being, yeah, it's a revival mechanic, logic, yeah. Something, the guy gotta follow some laws, you're really afraid to run out power, go down on own. Bro, I have literally no clue. Where is the ego voice size? Yeah, it's electricity, torrent, yeah, electricity still. I try enduring. I have literally no clue. Like I don't even have a clue on what the hell this guy is. And this guy also does not look like any of these guys. Yeah, so I guess I give up. Queen Bee, no. So they're both insects, no, definitely not. Like I have literally no clue. Wait, shoot. Wait, shoot. Yeah, have you become strong? It's probably actually you must be happy. And, the whole yes, no thing. And be able to transform someone since you must be happy, like transform them by giving them stat buffs. Like have you become strong, transforms them by turning them into weird toy monsters things. Brazen Bull. Man, I'm so cooked, just like the guy in the bowl. Brazen Bull is the message of Brazen Bull is pretty obvious, an invention that kills the creator. The fact that it was shown in Kanto 4 since the since a lot of the League of Nine's inventions actually end up haunting them in the end. And of course, it's built around the story of how the inventor of the Brazen Bull was thrown into due to his cruelty. So invention that killed its creator is a robot guy. Where is the robot guy? What was it called again? All around helper. Invention that killed its creator. But like they aren't that similar in any aspects, are they? Probably not that. But definitely no. Invention that killed the creator. No, definitely not that. Yeah, I'm very bad at this. Seriously, you guys just on your own series are probably better than mine. I suck at this. Fairy Gentleman and Fairy Long Legs are obviously Fairy Festival. Yeah, are pretty obviously Fairy Festival. They look the same. They're the same green. They're about. I'm pretty sure they're like a misplaced, mistaken idea of a relationship. Very gentle, and this seems courteous to offer you a glass of fairy wine, but the wine is full of disgusting and rotten fairy limbs. Fairy Festival seems to wish to protect you, but only actually ends up killing you. Fairy Longlegs seems to allow you to rest under its leaf, but chooses to strike at you. Yeah, so don't cry. I'm pretty sure there's a talisman guy. Where is the talisman guy? Not here. Well, am I misremembering? Like, there's definitely a talisman guy in the WonderLab Corporation. Where? What? Yeah, there isn't. Yeah, it isn't here. Huh. Seriously, what the hell? Seriously, what the hell could this guy be? Like, who does this guy look like? Yeah, this is a very bad video idea, especially with very little amount of stuff that I know from this in general. Scarecrow? No, Scarecrow is they're both made of wood, but it's probably not. Scarecrow specifically, though, with their advanced stuff. Now, yeah, I'm cooked here. I had the stickies. I'm not even going to try. But it's the fluid sac that bursts is the best that we suffer. Since giant tree saps, since they both have sacs. That's my best guess. Other than that, I'm stumped. Fairy Festival, yeah, we saw this. Yeah, herding teddy bear is pretty obviously, yeah, herding teddy bear is obviously happy teddy bear. Yeah, happy teddy bear chooses to express love via the hugs, and herding teddy bear also expresses love via the hugs. Happy teddy bear simply wishes for more love and hugs you more and such, while the herding teddy bear actually ends up hurting you when it hugs you, to show, how your own love can be misplaced and mistaken. 400 roses. Learning the car. Let's say the 400 roses and the Dredge Gossypium probably come from the same abnormality, since they have since the naming schemes are very similar. Having an adjective, and scientific name of plant. So I'm pretty sure they're probably based off of that abnormality. Definitely not Snow White's apple. At 400 roses is an insatiable lust. In this case, the lust for blood. Well, Dredge Gossypium is something that seems pure and righteous on the outside, but is also filled with blood. So I'll see Grave of Cherry Blossoms. Where is that? Now, Grave of Cherry Blossom, since Grave of Cherry Blossom is a plant abnormality that deals with blood, since the more blood it has, the more beautiful it is. 400 roses wishes for blood and to drink it and to devour people. While Dredge Gossypium seems to be pure white, but is actually full of blood on the inside. So Cherry Blossom is similar to these, since it's a plant and it needs to kill and drink blood in order to gain power. And to become beautiful, as some may say. Yeah, Rose Hunter of man, these are just the hardest one. Rose Hunter. Rose Hunter carries the idea of to grab you and pull you along a predetermined path, This is best shown by the ego voice lines, follow the predetermined path and, go lost. Oh, the apple, huh? It's Snow White's apple. It's, ride along and, follow along the flow and, to never run away. And we also learned it in the voice lines. Choose intentionally with people who are emotionally vulnerable and lasso them to pull them away. So it's about having a predetermined path you have in mind for someone and forcing them to go down the path no matter what. So who the hell could it be? Definitely not Snow White's apple. It's fairy tale and not really. What the hell even is Alirune? I know how it looks, but what the hell does it mean? What are the ideas for it? And what is it based on? What is the words that return to you? Try to terminate. Cameo. That's interesting. Anything about increased success rate, has aberration play. Alright, term from magic, the bit which is who made love to magic fruits for to produce. So who the hell is Rose Hunter? Predetermined path that you're meant to be brought along. The idea that you're meant to follow. Porcupine, addiction. Being addicted to something, probably not. And what the hell is parasite tree too? I know it exists, but I just already understand the ideas and the thoughts behind it. The tree was attachment. Right, feeling attachment. Feeling attachment towards it. Yeah, I remember now. So who the hell could it be? I have literally no clue here. I do not have a high success rate with these. Fell bullet, obviously magic bullet, let's be honest. Fell bullet means you have to sacrifice the people you love in order to shoot. You have to shoot someone you love in order to kill enemies. Well, magic bullet means every sudden shot hits exactly what the devil wants. It's both. It's always a deer with the devil, it's always a bullet, it's always a gun, it's always a war. Sleeping bag of a bygone day. Frick. What the hell does it mean again? I remember we did a silver fracture railway. Well, I had permanent, making that susceptible, the ribs, yeah. Thorgaja. Let me just look at the voice size. Maybe just to grow. Infection, sickness, you're allowed to breathe. It's something to do with breathing, and to reach out to grab something to prove that you're alive to someone. Now, who the hell is that? Who wishes to be alive? Lady facing the wall? No, probably not. Seriously, who could this guy be? To breathe, to live, to be part of aspiration or flesh idol. They're both no, definitely not. We could change anything since the shape. No, probably not either. No, nope, not this, not that. I'm cooked here. Seriously, what the hell could this guy be? Who? Forsaken. I'll say Forsaken murderer, maybe, someone imprisoned and contained and such. It's, the mysterious bag of bygone day has a shadow inside of it that comes out eventually. Of course, this robot guy, I'm just cooked. I'm just gonna skip that one. The robot guy, I literally do not know. I also haven't even read the full log of this since I've only ever faced it in VR dungeons and one-shotted it, so I didn't get the full thing. Definitely is factory. Leaking. There's arm, terminal printout. Town tour. Love town. Yeah, it looks like after you fight it for a while, like you get hard townspeople, so it's probably based off Lovetown or something. So I feel like it's kind of meant to resemble Lovetown. No. What the yeah, the tour is where the line turtle is comply full screen. Sometimes that's obviously where you are forced to fight it. Yeah. Like seriously, who the hell could this be? They had to defend an arm. No, it's definitely based somewhat off Lovetown, but is it even Aberration? Burning Heaven, since the scene that no, that comes down. Not exactly. Probably not. You could see absolutely hope in this. It's trading dummies. I didn't know. Yeah, robots, but like what the hell is this? What the hell is he? What the hell even is this guy? We don't even have egos for his voice lines for this. It's being based around robots and stuff. Mirror Dungeons, Falls Right Hello, Transmission Town. Oh, this is why you have to do that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is how we unlock the log. All around helper, because robots. Nah. That's like, man, I'm getting all the misses here. Or maybe Limbus Company has a ton of original abnormalities and, most of them are aberrations. So, then you must be happy since it demands the answer. No, definitely not that either. I'm cooked again. Bread sucks. Yeah, Spiral Contempt. Like, I've actually went through multiple posts about who Spiral Contempt is, and I'm pretty sure it's Burrowing Haven. I'm pretty sure it's the Burrowing Haven. They don't really look like each other, but like think about it, they do actually look very similar. No, the wings, like this one, they're made of metal. And this one, they're made of weird flesh stuff. The eye is right here. And of course, they're both about how reaching upwards towards something. Spiral Contempt reaches up to someone to worship them, to praise them, but eventually finds out that they are just as sick and pathetic in some way as everyone else. Well, Burning Heaven reaches towards paradise that is completely unreachable. Okay, I see that we... Now, Portrait of a Certain Day probably is... Wait, how is it? It's Portrait of a Certain Day is probably Portrait of Another World. Both in the idea of the name, another day is another world. Is, Portrait of Another Day asking, where's the advancing? Where's the advancing? My Portrait of... Now, Portrait of a Certain Day talks about how, if you are able to recognize the face of its masters, but the master's portrait is long since faded. Portrait of Another World, it makes you try to where is it? Yeah, Portrait of Another World makes you be put on the canvas and eventually causes you to be corrupted and be completely untraceable, to not be. To lose your identity, to become who you aren't. While Portrait of since it's another world, you're becoming someone else. While Portrait of a Certain Day is, it's a certain days, and time passes, leaving you with nothing. Yeah, I feel like that's the idea. Arthur Boss and Boss, I'm pretty sure is Scorch Girl. Wait, is this Scorch Girl? Wait, it was Scorch Girl? Yeah, I feel like it's Scorch Girl. Being a Scorch Girl is around the concept of, the story about the match sun girl who is so poor that she uses to sell matches, and eventually seeking warmth, she takes all the matches and burns herself. While Arthur also Moss ends up seeking is, both the idea of, the saying, a moss to the flames. Something that burns you up, yeah, you're hopelessly attracted to it. And of course, the ego voice lines here, or, both of them embodying human suffering, and both of them being about, wishing for something, wishing to get something, only to be burned by it. Well, you Scorch Girl is also built around the warmth of the other person, and Ardor Blossom Moss is also, a warm embrace. But of course, the Ardor Blossom Moss embrace burns both of you. Dreaming electric sheep is probably the... Where's the guy? There it is. Bro, I can't spell for shit. Dream... Yeah. Well, not Dream Black Swan. Yeah, not Dreaming Still Current. Void Dream. Yeah, Dreaming Electric Sheep is probably Aberration of Void Dream. And number 1, they're both sheep. Number 2 is they have similar naming structures. Then that's their nature. Dreaming Electric Sheep is about, having your power, your strength, your ability siphoned. Inside in the encounter log, it talks about how, how the entire city is just draining the energy of this one electric sheep. Yep, well, this guy, wait, what was this guy about? I'm pretty sure I already thought through this whole thing, but, well, what was I saying? Oh, it looks so silly. Yeah, I wish to sleep, yeah. Wait, let's say, yeah. Never forget. All right, yeah, they're similar. They're similar because they both make you want to, sleep and rest. Dreaming Electric Sheep is unable to rest; its power is being siphoned. While Void Dream is allowed to rest and chooses to bring others towards its dream. Well, City already covered it. King and Binds, man, that's a hard one, isn't it? Plus, yeah. Now, King binds, the binding nature of power, being so powerful that you can only lay there binded by binds or bandages, perhaps. Who's to say? And of course, both like its nature as the pride to see yourself as greater, hence the name of king, and being bound to do such a thing. Yeah. And being shackled by your power itself, by your power and your nature. For us, this one's impossible. They straight up, who is this guy? The King of Greed? No. Yeah. Who the hell could this guy even be? Being around bandages, being covered in. I give up. Man, we're really not getting any hits. Fate Lantern is always to Fairy Festival. Since the fairy is the same fairy. Well, fairy, what is it? It might also be like Grave of Cherry Blossom or something, since it also drags you into the trunk. It's either a Fairy Festival or Grave of Cherry Blossoms. Great Fairy Festival, since they possess the same fairy, and the Fairy Festival lures you in, like in the Abnormality log for a Fairy Festival. And talks about how the employees are willing to deal with it since they like the company of the festival. This lures you in since you wish to catch a fairy. But also Grave of Cherry Blossom, since Grave of Cherry Blossom has the ability to lure employees into the stump where it be dragged in, while Fate Lantern also lures people towards its stump where it gets dragged in. I'll say Dream Devouring Still Current is one that I've been thinking a lot. It's probably actually... Where is the guy? Where's Shark Guy? Dreaming Current. Dream Devouring is Still Current and the Dreaming Current. It don't really look that similar, but let's be honest, they are. It's extremely similar naming scheme and the design, a mouth that opens way too much. And of course, the stuff being stabbed into its back. The Dreaming Current is more about drug use and being addicted to something, and being tested on, being forced to seek something, and all the holes in the back, and all the holes in the back of the needle, and the tongue, all for various methods of drug use. Dream Devouring Still Current still has all its light tubes in it, but it still seeks the light tubes endlessly, since they are both meant to resemble some sort of hopeless addiction. Dream Devouring Still Current literally cannot stop itself from going after the light tubes, while the Dreaming Current is just experimented on using the drugs and only seeks them. Okay, also Wayward Passenger, but I'm still cooked with this. Yeah, I'm 100% cooked with this. Who the hell could it be? I'm just gonna assume that it's a Limbus Company original, since Oh, it's literally based off of Lovetown, and like I'm pretty sure W Corp was mentioned like once or twice in the Lobotomy Corporation about how the rabbits were able to get in and where the Lobotomy Corporation sends power and stuff, but we never actually got anything about it. Skim Profit is where is the guy? The fresh title, no, to create researcher. I'm pretty sure it's still Trump creates researcher. Here, wait, is it? Wait, Skin Profit. I'm pretty sure there's something about skin in tier 2. Where the hell is it? Today's title. Oh yeah, Skin Prophecy. Yeah, never mind, stupid. Skin Profit is obviously Skin. From where is it? Yeah, Skin Prophecy. You know, like it's obviously similar these in design. It had very similar names. Skin Prophecy. Where the hell is this? Yeah, about believers. While Skin Prophet is about, you know, waiting for a certain moment, and there being prophets saying that someday the day shall come, and it's used in Canto, and it's used in Ishmael's Canto about how, you know, wishing for the day to come. And saying that it's a destined moment and such, while also being near insane and burn yourself up. Ambling Pearl, I'm fricked. Who the hell could Ambling Pearl be? Melting Love? No. I thought maybe Melting Love since they're both gooey and stuff. Yeah. But probably not that though. Blue, no. No. Seriously, who the hell could this guy be? Heart of Aspiration, probably not that. You know what? This video is going on for too long. I'm just gonna give up here. Like, yeah, Blue Pearl is about something that's going to stay on the outside rather than inside. It also has a session that once you replace it, is unable to be fulfilled. It's used in Ishmael's Canto since once Pearl. It's used in Ishmael's Canto since, you know, the instant Pearl gets destroyed, it chooses to replace it with another one. But to replace Pearl is never the same, as shown by its stat buff. Steam Transfer Machine is probably actually backwards clock. Rocket back. It's probably a backwards clock. And number 1, you know, the similarities in design. This is steampunk aesthetic. The steampunk aesthetic and, you know, the lights. Steam Transfer Machine, you know, a machine that works endlessly. Its number counts up every single time it completes a task. Backwards clock chooses to count upwards via time. But is able to rewind the instant I use it. You know, it's about the future. It's to backwards clock is about trying to go back to the past to fix everything. While Steam Transfer Machine is about being stuck in one place, doing one thing over and over again forever. Side of Roses, pretty sure it's the eye guy. Where's the eyes guy? Red eye. The guy that gives the red eyes ego. Where is it? I'm pretty sure it's Spider or something. Where's the guy? The spider there. Where even is it? I might be lied to. Yeah, Spider Bud. Yes, Side of Roses is probably actually a bit based off of Little Prince, since there's a lot of Little Prince references in Project Moon. You know, the Little Prince Abnormality and the Lobotomy Corporation. Demian quoting Little Prince a lot. And Side of Roses, the reference to the scene of the Little Prince, where after descending to Earth from his own planet, the Little Prince gets asked by a bunch of flowers to attend to them. But the Little Prince manages to finally refuse by talking how he has his own flower, and that's the one that matters most to him. So even if they're not the one and only, then they're still his own. Side of Roses, being strapped down and made to observe. And the sin-drenched roses. The sinners, just like everyone else, every rose drenched in sin. Well, Well, instead of being made of roses, Spider Bud has spiders. Ew. Wait, I completely forgot what this guy was about. The giant spider guarded darkness. Bare eyes enter the revenge from one of the spiders being eaten. The waitress controls the platoon. They're smallest. Two other villains, the most similar part is design similarity. And of course, there's the design similarity. And I feel like there's a bit more connections you can be drawn here. You know, the Syndrome roses, the spiders, when you destroy them. I'm pretty sure like Spider roses starts attacking more once you destroy the Syndrome roses, and spider bug kills you if you squash the spiders. Yeah, and blubbery toad, freak. You know, I'm pretty sure blubbery toad is just about sorrow, isolation, and just general sadness and misery. So who could it be? Who's it? Who's crying? And which one of these guys are crying? Forsaken doesn't cry that much. No, not yeah. I give up. I want to end the video off on a high note, but I guess that's it. Anyways, part 1 of 2, it's already freaking 40 minutes or so. Screw this.